Good morning, wordlets. I say morning because it's morning to me right now. I'm kind of pre-recording this as has been stated, but I realize people might not be catching that right away. Um, I am recording this on the morning of Friday, February 11th, 2022. This is Wordle number 237, and I will post this later. So if you see it, it's later. So I am going to make an attempt at Wordle 237. And I'm probably going to change or look at having a new starting word here in the next few days. Not quite ready for that. I'm going to stick with irate at least one or two more times. So let's see what that does for that. And we know that there's an R and an E, and they are not in the correct position. So, that's good. It could be, it could even just start out RE, so that's awesome. What could be there, knowing that we do not have an I or an A, so it's not going to be react. If we can get in an L, awesome. We don't have an A, so it's not relax. Which would be a really great thing to do. I saw somebody on yesterday's number 236. It was their starting word, which yesterday's word was pause, and their starting word was pause. So they got it in one guess. So good for them. That's pretty awesome. I've gotten it in two before through a stroke of luck. And actually, irate was my starting word then, too. Just um, I had the I and the R and got it from there. Um, so let's see. REL. I don't see anything right off the bat that I can use an O or a U would be awesome. I mean, uh, I really probably do need an O or a U. So, what can I get? Um, well, well, it's not. I want to go back to a word I used the other day, which is rouse. Rouse, but we know the E is not in the correct position. Um, uh, it could be renew. Let's see if there's two E's. Actually, there could be two E's. There's no reason to rule out that there's two E's. And well, W's are not a common letter. N's are. I'm really tempted. Let's just take a look. At least it'll solve the two E question. Um, and we do not have two E's, but we do know where the E is. So it's good. Good information. We also know where the R is not. So the R is either in the third or fifth position. So probably looking at something that ends in ER. Okay. That doesn't rule out a lot. Um, so, I want to go with lower, but we've already rolled out the W. Um, we could go with loser, which was kind of a well, you know what? I'm gonna do this word anyway. So one, I put like scrawled loser on the other day after I had lost on my first uh, video recording. Um, I was saying it as a joke, but here's why I think that loser is a good guess to do. One, it tells us, is there an L? Two, it tells us if there an O, which there's probably another vowel in here. So that's really good information. That tells us, is it an O? Is it a U? Is there a Y? Probably not. Um, we know the E is in the right position. We actually, because I'm playing hard mode, have to put E in the fourth position. And it will tell us for sure, is that R in the third position or in the fifth position? So let's see if we are now a loser. We are not a loser, but we have locked down the E and the R, and we know that there is an L. So, uh, not being in the first position, that means that it either has, if it's in the second position, that means we're leading in with a consonant, like PL, something ER. We also want to acknowledge there's a much increased chance that there is a U or a Y in here, um, because we know there's no O, and there's a good chance there's another vowel. Um, but if we put like PL Y-E-R. That's not quite a word. It's really close. Um, I realized that after, I don't know, my second video or something like that, I might have a new catchphrase of, it's so close to being a word, but it's not a word. Um, but those, consonant combinations, putting the L in the second position, like that could be the first letter, it could be a P, it could be um, B, doesn't, possibly a C, probably not a K or an X or a Z. Um, don't I don't really know a lot of them. A lot of them that are DL. There are some that are LD, but not DL. But what is that? If we start with PL or BL or CL, what does that make that third letter? Hmm. It could be, you know, it, three consonant combinations are less common, but can't completely rule it out. And then we have to look at the possibility that the L is in the third position, LER. Well, we had solar as a word, I don't know, last week, I think, SOLAR, So there's always a possibility that L is in the third position. And then we could put, like the U in the second position for like ruler, RULER. We know it's not ruler because there is not an R in the first position, but you could have buller. No, that's not a word. It's supposed to be a word, but not a word. Um, so, you know, potentially a Y in the second letter, YLER, Kyler, Kyler. Kyler is a name. These aren't names. Um, hmm, Xyler. I don't think that second letter is a Y. I think we can roll out a Y. Um, Q and U are available, but QULER is not a word, so we can rule out the Q. We can rule out. We know there's not a second E, and if there were a second R, it could only be in the third position. So I think we can rule that out, unless it's well, yeah, we can rule it out because then you'd have to get another vowel in there, and which would mean that that would be in the first position, which is not. So we can rule out that there are two R's. We can rule out there are two E's. Um, we can't rule out that there are two L's, but we can because it's not ULLER and it's not YLLER. So we can rule out that there are two L's. So the double letter question is resolved at this point, as far as I'm concerned. So I said there was a word that fit earlier, and I already forgot what it was. uh, ULER. So we know it's not. We know it's not ruler, or puller, cooler, jeweler. Um, Now I'm looking at the letters again, going, "Gosh, Steven, you just keep talking, and you're not like typing anything." That's because I'm putting the letters in front of me, and it's called strategy. Think about it. Um, uh, PLER. Oh, wait, I'm clicked out, so I don't, it's not doing anything. Um, hmm, Not a word. I don't think this is either. Um, oh, it is a word. Well, actually, I'm glad I picked it because we're at the point that we've practically solved it, right? We know there's a U and we know it's in the first position. We know there's an L and it's in the second position. All we have to do is figure out what's in the third position. So our options are Q? Nope. Y? Don't think so. Oh, I know what fits in there. There is a consonant, actually a pretty common consonant that fits in there that does make a word. And I don't know why I didn't come up with this strategy before. So um, I think this is the only thing that fits. It's the only thing that fits that I can see. Um, I did see a lot of people got this in 6 today, so if I get this at 5, I'm gonna be actually pretty happy with that. And also it'll help me prevent from having an ulcer. So, is Wordle 237 ulcer? It is an ulcer. So, yay, got that one in 5. You will note that I have new statistics. Why is that? Because I am using the new link. The new link is in the banner there. It's at the New York Times slash game slash Wordle. Some it's supposed to transfer your statistics over. It's a mixed bag. I don't know. It has something to do with cookies. I think the other address will work for a while, either just straight up or it might redirect you to the site, or you can just go to this new site and if somebody that'd been like lost recently, like me, that didn't have like a 25 game streak going, maybe just going to the new address is fine. The New York Times nytimes.com/game/wordle. It is free. It's probably going to be free forever. But that kind of thing. Wordle is pretty on brand for the New York Times, so um, I'm sure this is a tactic to get people that are into word games to subscribe. But I don't know. We'll see. I can keep playing it, and I could still keep making these videos as long as people are interested. No, I don't know that people are interested now. I'm posting them. People are watching them for now. I don't know why. I don't know. Why are you here? Um, anyhow, have a great weekend, and hope you are not spending it being a baller, as in sadness. But yeah, cool, great. Have a fun and great weekend. We're